Good evening, humans. Tyrannosaurusmoth here, and tonight we're taking a look at the WWE Ultimate Edition Ringside exclusive nWo, the Outsiders 2-pack from Mattel. Let's do this. Aesthetically speaking, these figures look fantastic, and really there's a lot of reuse here. So sculpt-wise, not really much to say there that I haven't said in reviews of the parts that are being reused, because like Kevin Nash, I'm pretty sure this is almost entirely what we saw with the new generation version of him for the Ultimate, except, you know, we do get slightly different articulation. But other than that, like, sculpt is exactly the same. Gear's pretty basic. I mean, it's the red gear. But that being said, I absolutely love this gear, and I love the red that they use, kind of a similar red, or possibly the same red that they used on the Ultimate Edition Kane, which was, I don't even remember what wave that was, but just, it's brilliant. It's like super bright, super nice. And because it's basic, you know, we get the Outsiders there, we get the buttons here painted in, we get the Outsiders there on the side, we get some kind of black tassels thrown in with the red. Other than that, like what we've seen before, fantastic face sculpt, just spot on, really like one-to-one smiling expression, just love it. So there's that, and then for Scott, this is pretty much the Ultimate Edition we got for him. Just different paint job, and you know, I think they put a little more body hair here, but totally works, looks nice. Not only that, but you know, obviously we get the blood gear, probably my favorite besides the purple that Scott's ever worn. So really awesome to have. We see the Outsiders there on the side, the blood dripping on the knee pads, those really nice bright red boots. So yeah, overall just like killer looking figure. And the face sculpt is the main one that we've seen before. We do get a new one, but we'll look at that in the next section. So really cool looking figures. We get a ton of great accessories with this set. So I'm actually going to start with Kevin Nash because there is a lot of crossover. So and there's more new parts with Scott. So starting off with hands, we do get a pair of grips. Then we get a pair of the nWo hand gesture, which obviously we see a lot to this day, especially with Bullet Club. So excellent work there. Then we get 3 different head sculpts. So we get the smiling one that we looked at in aesthetics. Then we get the crazy eyes. Again, beautifully done. Great sculpt with the hair on all of these as well. And then finally, we do get the yelling head sculpt. So pretty much the 3 head like expressions you would want for Kevin. So good work there. Then we get his entrance vest. Again, in that nice bright red with the black and red tassels. We get this nWo symbol on the back, which I don't think really showed up anywhere else except probably this vest. Let me know if I'm wrong there, but you know, really cool touch and kind of cool to see that. Then we get the WCW Tag Team Championship. Obviously, we get one for each of them. Done very nice brilliant gold. And we get those blues and reds and blacks to kind of bring out those details. So really nicely done. Then we get 2 different t-shirts. So we get the standard nWo shirt, just all over the place back in the day, even today, really. And then the Outsiders t-shirt with the portrait of the 2 of them. So very nice. And they both come with those as well. So for Scott, obviously we get 3 different head sculpts. So we get his neutral head sculpt that we looked at in the last section. Then we get probably my favorite, which is the you know, spooky face. I love that they included this, and that ties into another accessory we'll get to in a second. And then we get the smiling head sculpt, which we saw with his last Ultimate. So great additions. Speaking of the spooky expression, we do get the kind of, you know, wavy finger hands. Fantastic. You can also use those as grips for, I don't know, a sandwich or something. So double duty, but I just love that they got that expression and that gesture for Scott in this pack. And then we do get his entrance vest as well. And actually, I like that they have this kind of like tear here at the top. Actually, I don't know if that's a production issue or the vest itself now that I'm looking at it. Either way, it's there. Now we get the blood dripping, which obviously ties into his ring gear. We get the Outsiders here, and then the blood dripping on the front. So yeah, really cool all around. And all the other accessories are what we saw with Kevin. So that will do it for accessories. Getting into articulation, as we can see, freestanding kick party, and they are not holding each other up. They're separate. Both are just fantastic balance all around. And then, yeah, getting into the finer points, pretty much the same. We get the barbell joint, the head. Obviously, we're going to run into the hair, but we do get a little bit of up for Kevin. Down, we get tilt, we get rotation, we get those butterfly joints. We get that far back, that far forward. Come to a perfect T, get bicep swivel, double jointed elbows going to there. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists, all horizontal, of course. We do get the ball joint here at the diaphragm, and allows us to crunch that far forward. Some really nice arch back, though we do get a little gappy, so be careful of that. Get some side to side, some rotation there, swivel at the waist. We get our drop downs, love them or hate them, here, so we can get full splits, though one of the legs does fall down, as you can see there. Front kick, you're definitely going to get your big boot, beautiful. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees there. Then we get some rotation at the top of the foot, not too much point, not too much forward. We do get a toe hinge, pardon me, and then we get some really nice rocker. So that will do it for Kevin. Get him freestanding here. Nope, Scott's gonna fall over. So then getting in here again, same basic scheme, just slightly different ranges. So get a little bit of up, a little bit of down. Actually, you're gonna bounce back because of the front of the hair. Some nice tilt, rotation. We do get butterflies forward and back. Perfect T, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, not too hindered by those pads. We do get hinge and swivel at the wrists. We do get ball joint at the diaphragm. So we're coming about that far forward, that far back, no gap here. Do get some side to side. We get some rotation there, though not as much, though we got swivel at the waist. Drop downs once again, which allows for perfect splits. Then front kick is also perfect, just full on 90. We do get thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We are hindered by the pads here, so we're just gonna hit 90. We do get boot swivel. We get perfect point. Some really nice forward. We do get the toe hinge, and then we get some rocker in and out. So that will do it for articulation. Getting into size comparisons, here they are with some other WWE figures. With some other wrestling lines. With some domestics. With some imports. With some monsters. Finally, with Articulate Icons Oni and yours truly in human form as a Velverse Action Force figure. So my final thoughts on the WWE Ultimate Edition Ringside exclusive nWo The Outsiders 2-pack from Mattel is that this is an absolutely fantastic set. If you are a fan of The Outsiders in any capacity and you collect action figures, I think this is a must-have. Just, I mean, again, the original Ultimate Editions of both of these wrestlers have been fantastic, and this just doubled down on that, especially in just great gear. So yeah, fully recommend it. As I stated before, Ringside exclusive, so that is the only place to get it. I wish you the best of luck, especially in catching a deal. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you found this review informative and somewhat entertaining. If that's the case, I hope to see you back here because I do multiple reviews a week of action figures just like this for, you know, things beyond wrestling. So tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, of course, and more. So yeah, hope to see you back here. But really at the end of the day, I just hope you're well. Hope that all of your toy dreams come true. And most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, simians.